6 billionaire strategies that shatter limits, break the ordinary, and unlock a path to wealth faster than anyone expects. Becoming a billionaire is not a fantasy reserved for a tiny, chosen elite. It is a brutally strategic outcome that emerges from extreme clarity, relentless execution, and the willingness to do what almost no one else is willing to do. The truth is simple, but uncomfortable. Wealth at the billionaire level is rarely built through saving, cutting expenses, or slowly accumulating assets. It is created through leverage, massive leverage, applied through ideas, technology, people, capital, and distribution. Billionaires do not think linearly. They think exponentially, designing actions that keep multiplying even when they are not present. Their results scale because their systems scale. Most people imagine billionaires as genius-level intellects, but the reality is far more practical. What separates them is not superior intelligence, but superior decisiveness, risk tolerance, and the ability to make enormous bets based on a clear interpretation of the world. They identify where value is moving, position themselves before the crowd, and push harder than anyone expects. Another truth most ignore is that billionaires obsess over solving massive problems. They know that small problems produce small money, while global problems create global fortunes. And there is one more truth. Billionaires are not dreaming bigger, they are acting bigger. Their urgency is higher, their standards are higher, and their tolerance for discomfort is dramatically higher. This is why almost no one reaches their level. The path exists. It simply demands a version of yourself most people never choose to develop. If you can become that person, the journey accelerates in ways that feel unreal. Most people fail to get rich not because they lack talent, opportunity, or intelligence, but because they are trapped in mental and behavioral loops that silently kill their financial potential. The first trap is comfort. People want rich outcomes while protecting their comfortable, predictable routines. Wealth, however, is built in the uncomfortable zones where uncertainty, pressure, and risk collide. Those who avoid these environments avoid opportunities without even realizing it. The second trap is short-term thinking. The majority of people cannot hold a long-term vision long enough for it to compound. They get excited fast and quit even faster, constantly switching goals, ideas, and strategies before any of them have the time to work. Billionaires, on the other hand, sit inside the same vision for years, even when it feels like nothing is happening. Their consistency crushes the inconsistency of the masses. Another reason 99% fail is that they overvalue opinions and undervalue information. They listen to friends, family, coworkers, people who have never built wealth, while ignoring data, mentors, and proven models. This creates financial decisions based on emotion rather than strategy. Finally, most people lack leverage. They trade time for money, a model that mathematically guarantees mediocrity. Without systems, automation, or scalable value, wealth remains capped. In the end, people fail not because becoming rich is impossible, but because their habits, beliefs, and environments are perfectly designed to keep them exactly where they are. The 5-year billionaire formula is not magic. It's a system grounded in aggressive execution, exponential leverage, and precise focus. It begins with identifying a high-impact problem that affects millions. Billionaires do not chase random ideas. They target pain points that create unavoidable demand. Once the problem is chosen, the next step is to build or leverage a vehicle that scales. Software, platforms, AI, distribution networks, or products with global reach. This is the foundation of explosive growth. The second phase of the formula is obsession-level speed. A 5-year billionaire trajectory leaves no room for slow execution. Decisions are made fast, projects move fast, hiring scales fast, and systems automate faster. The idea is simple. Compress decades into years by eliminating friction, hesitation, and bureaucracy. The third phase is leverage stacking, combining technology, teams, capital, and partnerships into a synchronized machine. Most people rely on one source of leverage. Billionaires use 4 or 5 at the same time, multiplying output far beyond normal limits. The fourth phase is distribution dominance. Even the best ideas die without attention, so billionaires master acquisition, customers, users, markets, or audiences. They build ecosystems, not isolated products. And finally, the fifth phase is reinvestment. Instead of extracting money early, they pour it back into fuel that accelerates everything. When this formula is executed with ruthless consistency, 5 years is enough to build something that reshapes industries and personal wealth along with it. The modern world offers business models with unprecedented scaling potential, and these are the 5 that create wealth faster than any others. First, software as a service, SaaS. It scales infinitely, costs almost nothing to replicate, and can reach global markets instantly. It is responsible for a huge portion of modern billionaires. Second, AI-driven platforms, which automate value creation at a level that was impossible 5 years ago. These models grow while you sleep, multiplying output without multiplying labor. Third, marketplaces and networks, businesses that connect buyers and sellers while taking a percentage of every transaction. They grow exponentially because each new user increases the system's value. Fourth, content and audience ecosystems, especially those built on YouTube, newsletters, podcasts, or personal brands. With the right system, one individual can influence millions and monetize through multiple streams, products, ads, partnerships, and licensing. Fifth, e-commerce empires, not the small store model, but vertically integrated brands with strong identity, direct-to-consumer channels, and global distribution. These businesses scale through logistics and paid acquisition, becoming massive in short time frames. The reason these 5 models produce fast wealth is that all of them share the same advantages: global reach, automation, low marginal cost, and compounding distribution. When combined with skill and strategic execution, they become engines capable of generating fortunes in record time. Look at the most explosive billionaire rises of the last 2 decades and you will see the same patterns repeat. Jeff Bezos built Amazon not by selling books, but by creating a marketplace that scaled beyond physical limitations. He leveraged logistics, data, and reinvestment to dominate global commerce. Elon Musk accelerated wealth through extreme risk-taking and solving problems like transportation, energy, and space, industries most people assume are impossible to disrupt. He achieved billionaire status multiple times, proving the formula works repeatedly. Mark Zuckerberg built Facebook from a college dorm, yet the foundation was exponential distribution. One product reaching the entire world with almost zero marginal cost. His rise came from building a network that grew more valuable with every user. Then there's Changpeng Zhao, CZ, who turned Binance into the world's largest crypto exchange by moving faster than regulators, competitors, and institutions. His model scaled 24/7, globally, from day one. Finally, consider Sarah Blakely, who became a billionaire with Spanx by solving a massive, commonly ignored problem for millions of women. Her story proves that you do not need deep technology, only a powerful idea, relentless execution, and distribution. Every one of these individuals followed the same wealth laws. Solve big problems, scale aggressively, reinvest constantly, and act with a level of conviction that looks insane to everyone else. The path to financial freedom is simple but not easy. Step 1. Choose a problem worth solving. Not a small one, something people feel daily and would pay immediately to eliminate. Step 2. Build skills that give you leverage. Learn sales, marketing, product creation, AI tools, and system automation. These skills separate people who earn linear income from those who build scalable wealth. Step 3. Pick a business model with massive upside. SaaS, AI tools, content ecosystems, marketplaces, or scalable e-commerce all work. Step 4. Create something valuable fast. Do not waste years planning. Billionaire trajectories are built on rapid iteration. Step 5. Dominate distribution. Study audience growth, paid traffic, viral triggers, partnerships, SEO, and storytelling. Attention is the currency that multiplies every business. Step 6. Reinvest relentlessly. Take profits and pour them into growth, ads, improvements, hiring, better systems, better tools. Step 7. Automate and delegate. Free yourself from operations so you can build the next layer of scale. And finally, Step 8. Repeat the cycle. Every new level of leverage expands your financial ceiling. Wealth becomes inevitable when you stack the right skills, the right model, and the right habits. Financial freedom is not a mystery. It is a system, and once you learn to run the system begins to run for you.